Nah.
And then the video was 2 minutes and 10 seconds long, but everything had already happened by the time you recording. You know, telling how long it took.
See, it came up on yours.
Not yet. Oh, no, there you go.
Shit.
Everything had already happened.
All right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto
Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh by Hashem Kakodash.
and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, whom rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations, hopefully out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh by Shema Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopefully the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh by Shema Shah. All right, well, GMS Mississippi Cam on the brother Yasha Moffin to my right.
You run me a shot.
All right, and we're gonna get into a lesson, interpreting, a dream, that the brother had. All right, concerning himself. He's pretty much the main character in the dream, and it goes, it's pretty much a vision of the times that we're coming into. Because as we speak about the time of Jacob's trouble, we have to understand that the persecution, all right, of the prophet is going to be within that. We're going to be persecuted. We're going to be hated. We're going to be blamed for everything. Where there's going to be a target on those that believe in Yahweh, especially those men, who have boldly proclaimed, all right, the testimony of Yahweh to this wicked world. Okay. So we're going to get, into the prophecy, of things that this brother, was seeing in his dream. All right. You got it, brother.
This is Second Ezra 16, verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
behold, the days of trouble are at hand.
And the beloved goes into the elect. All right, Dawadah, the house of David, it's pretty much the house of the beloved. Okay, those beloved spirits, those beloved Israelites, predestined, all right, to be, reserved, all right, for the rulership to come. Whether they don't see death or, those that do make that ultimate sacrifice are resurrected, for the righteous rulership to come. But that house of David, all right, Dawadah, Bayaf Dawadah, or Dawad, all right, that's the beloved, Lord will have that number. Go ahead.
It says, behold, the days of trouble are at hand,
Mm-hmm.
but I will deliver you from the same.
But I will deliver you from the same. So the scriptures warn us about the times of trouble, the times of chaos. Okay, the scriptures warn that we're going to be hated for by all men for his name's sake. Okay, but then the scriptures always give us the comfort and let us know that we're going to be delivered from the same. Okay, and that was a prophecy, man. Okay, and that's a promise. If the Lord say He's going to deliver us, that's a promise. All right. So you got it, bro. You can go into. Oh, you can say something else?
I was just going to read the next one.
Oh, some more. Okay, okay. Go ahead, bro.
It says, be ye not afraid, neither doubt,
Yep.
for the Most High is your God, and the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord. And just the rest of the verse. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
Yep. So yeah, man, the Lord told us to. That's a commandment to not fear in these times. Because the Lord God does. That's why He keeps reiterating about the time of trouble. But then He also goes into how we're going to be delivered, how we're going to eat while everyone else starves, while we're going to drink while everyone else is athirst, how we're going to have a joyful heart while everyone else is vexed. Okay, how we're going to be have abundance and be merry while everyone else is in sorrow. So we're constantly reminded, okay, of the provisions of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah in the midst of the chaos. So we're commanded to fear not. And he's going to guide us, man. That's why these dreams are becoming more vivid. Like brothers are having dreams and they're becoming more vivid, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and then like brothers are dreaming about things and then it happened in real life.
Yep.
You know, like brothers have a dream about somebody coming to visit them, an old friend from the world, then their friend to come visit. That's the Lord. He's operating with his men on a different frequency now. You know, hey, expect to have direct conversation with angels, and you know, yeah, it sounds crazy to the world, but hey, this is the Lord. That's how the Lord's gonna be guiding us, man, in these times, man. You know, you got it, bro.
So just getting into the dream, and I'm gonna just explain it like scene by scene, how like you would with a movie.
Mm-hmm.
But in the first portion of it, I was like in an open area, uh grassy area, whatever the case may be, and I see a bunch of probably like 4 or 5 Jakes. They all had handguns, and they was all, I knew in the spirit they was all coming after me and hunting me, and so the spirit just led me to run away from them, get away from them. And I kind of went to like a little semi-metropolitan area, like a downtown area, but basically it had an overpass and it was a building right beside it. And it was a little air vent, and I went into the air vent and I kind of hid in there. And when I got inside, it led to like a maintenance area. And there was an Edomite man and Edomite woman in there, and they was in there working, doing maintenance. They didn't pay no attention to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I can look around and look outside, and I seen Jake coming, and they was looking around in the area looking for me. But they stayed in a group together. They didn't like disperse anything. And I knew it's like the spirit told me to be still, and when I was still, I knew I was invisible, because they can see inside just as well as I can see outside, and they couldn't see me. And as long as I didn't move, they couldn't see me, so I was invisible. But then when I guess the spirit told me to start moving and start trying to get away, and that's when they started seeing me. And like when you see somebody, you let the rest of the group know, like you start pointing at them, like there you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they started to do. So I got out of that area, went to another scene.
I want to get this real quick.
Okay,
go
ahead.
This Second Ezra 16 and 14, so you can break it down. Oh, my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils, and the evils goes into bad times, be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Right, being as pilgrims on earth, always on the move. We're not in this time. It's not gonna be the time to settle. It's gonna be different scenarios and different situations, and particularly for the dream that I had, and particularly for how it's gonna play out for many brothers and sisters, of the elect during that time. You're gonna have to be as pilgrims, always on the move. Because Esau is gonna be hunting us. You're gonna have Jake in desperation, so they're not gonna know what to do, and they're gonna their instincts is gonna kick in of survival. So at your cost, they don't care who you are, what you got. They're gonna want to take for survival. So in that time, the Lord is gonna be the guide unto us. But like the scripture say, we're gonna be as pilgrims in those days.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not gonna be. It's not gonna be a scenario where you might be in the comfort of your home with food and shelter and protection. You might be somewhere in an unknown city, and having to stay on the move and trusting Yahweh Bashim Yahweh.
Mm-hmm. Because at that time, was you worried about a car note? Was you worried about Cat Williams' new interview?
None of that.
You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't even worried about the Edomites around me.
Yeah.
I looked at them, but I wasn't concerned about them.
Yeah. So this is why we push prophecy, because see, all these gimmicks finna die, and these distractions, all this ain't gonna matter in the midst of prophecy, man. That's why I said this when you read on. It says, "He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buys is one that will lose. He that occupy merchandise is he that have no profit by it, and he that buildeth as if he that shall not dwell therein, he that soweth as if he should not reap. So also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as though they should get no children, and they that marry not as the widows."
Right. See, this is all a part of making yourself ready for the battle, because within the battle, everything else go out the window. You got one objective. In the time of battle, you got to stay focused. And so, in the time of Jacob's trouble, when these evils shall come upon the world, we're not gonna be thinking about our lives that we had prior to all these things happening. We're not gonna be trying to figure out how to get back to normal. We know that this is the time that everything is serious. Everything is on the line now, and we gotta move by our faith, by move to the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Shah and have faith. We at any time, at any moment, we ready to put everything that we got going down. You know.
You go ahead with the dream.
All right. So then it transitioned to the next scene, and I was in this large area. It was like a cafeteria like area. It was a large number of people in there, and I was sitting beside two people. And one thing I'm gonna mention about some of the jakes that was hunting me down. A lot of it was people that I knew in my past. I said past life, but a lot of people I knew in the world, and also too some of the individuals in this scene I knew them. And so it was a little Jake, Jake woman I kind of grew up with. She had like this little device, or kind of like a little. It's basically how you would throw darts to a dart board. Basically, it was like a dart, and she had two of them. One of them, the tip was red, the other tip was blue. But at the other end of it was a long tube, about this long, and it had some liquid in it or whatever. But I never seen the liquid, and so the spirit told me that she was trying to kill me, because when whoever it hits, it's gonna instantly kill him. And so she shot the first one, and it hit the person farthest to my right, because it was two people sitting beside me. But I had moved out of the way right as she shot it, and that's how it hit them. And then she loaded up the second one, and the spirit told me she was finna do it again. And so right as she was finna shoot it, I moved again, and when she shot the second one, it hit the other person. So it hit the two people that was beside me, but neither one of them hit me. And then she got apprehended out of the area, and so I started telling people around that she was trying to kill me. I was being hunted, and really, everybody was kind of in shock. They wasn't really paying attention though, and I pulled one of the darts out of the person, and that's how I knew it had some. It was a tube with some liquid in about this long.
What and what's been that? All right, that thing that they've been enforcing. Okay, go back to the juice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, people been taking their juice, and that's it. Night night. All right, they out of here. And yeah, like we know that this devil, he's still promoting it. Get the juice, go get your booster. You can go get the flu juice, and then come get the C juice together. You had the guy Travis Kelsey, okay, from the Kansas City Chiefs. He had that commercial. It's called 2 for 1, where you get the shots. You get the juice. So, a lot of people, you know, that we see, they're pretty much so enchanted by this society that they're willing to go to the death, man. But like the brother said, they was attempting to get him, but they couldn't get him. All right, because guess what? Let's get that we brought out earlier. We got a couple more. Maybe a couple real quick.
Okay.
This is the book of Matthew. We brought this out earlier. We're gonna keep bringing this out. No, it's on John. Okay, because if you're the elect, that's another thing. Like, don't be afraid. What if they force me to take the sea hip, or force me to take the juice? They can't do that. If they don't have that authority. All right. Hey, you gotta move in faith. We can't fear the what ifs, man. All right. This is John 10 and 27 said, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand."
All right.
And I want to get the word hand real quick. Um, the word hand in the Greek. All right.
G 5495. Chaya. Chaya.
Chaya. Okay. And it says, by the help or agency of anyone, it says, in upholding and preserving the Most High's present, protecting and aiding one, in the determining and controlling of the destinies of men.
Right, because we all have our life. Everything is already predetermined, predestined. The elect was already chosen before the foundation of the earth, and it was already chosen for them what they would be doing and how they would be delivered in the last days, you know. And now we're playing out all our destiny. So if it was meant for you to be delivered, there's nothing that no one or anything in this world can do to change that destiny, change your lot, you
Mhm.
know. And you know, that's what these dreams they give us, that, you know, the scriptures first and foremost, but these dreams as well, they let you know, like, you know, no matter what, the Lord is already determined. The Lord, if He gonna save you and how He's gonna do it, you got spiritual powers. You know, He's gonna guide you through the
Mhm.
Spirit. You're gonna be able to make wise decisions that's gonna save you, and you know, if your family with you, you know, however the case may be,
Mhm.
you know.
Quick one. Second Ezra 7 and 43 said, "But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, and temperance is at an end, which is unbelief. Well, no, which is undisciplined. Infidelity, now that's unbelief, is cut off. Righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. And this the point. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed." All right, we seen that with that Tesla,
Hmm.
Jake and that Tesla. Nor to oppress him that have gotten the victory.
Right, nor to oppress him that gotten the victory, because there's just no random chances, like the Lord saying it's Jacob's trouble, and whoever make it out, you just make it out.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
ain't just no random thing.
Go
Like
for what you know.
right,
Run fast, nigga.
it's a free for all, and whoever make it, that's who get delivered. Like the Lord already had it planned out, calculated who He wanted to save, who gonna be delivered. Like I said, it's predestined. You know, and we standing in our line these last days. The Lord is not gonna allow His elect to basically be overcome by this wicked society. You know, and to be destroyed by Esau, Edom, or whatever death that's coming to the wicked. We know it's gonna be mortars for Yahweh Shai's sake, Yahweh Shai's sake. But even that's predestined, you know, predetermined by the Lord. So everything is already ordained by the Lord. It ain't just no random encounter where you might be saved, you know, just because you turn left instead of turning right or whatever. More.
No, that was it. You got to go.
All right. So coming from the cafeteria, it's the same scene or that same area. I left out, and like I said, the girl that was trying to kill me, she was apprehended. And I looked as I was passing through the area. It was like a little glass. She was in a room with a glass, and it was like police officers that had her apprehended. And I seen the look on her face, and the look on her face, she was terrified. It was like, you know, she was actually afraid because she got caught. You know, she knew she was in trouble, and she was gonna have to pay for what she had done. And as I was leaving out, I ran into the person, and which the spirit revealed unto me that was behind all of it, behind everybody coming after me. And of course, you know, in a dream it was Jake, you know, somebody I know. But I left out that area. Now it's changing scenes, and I went to a hospital, and I was basically finna run through the hospital to kind of lose the trail of everybody chasing me. Uh, but I ran through and I seen that same person, the Jake I said that was behind all of it, standing at the receptionist desk, and he was like he was on the phone, talking to the receptionist, and basically the spirit revealed unto me that he was talking to them to see if I had been killed by any of the traps that was laid before, in the other scenes. And when he saw me, I started running about to go out the back door, but I seen him coming behind me, so I turned around and I decided not to go that way. And now the scene changed again to where I'm running in the open field. And I called my sister, and my sister's in the truth, you know. But I called my sister, and on the phone I let her know that it was people behind me trying to kill me, you know, that they chasing me. And in the dream she told me that she knew. She already knew. I don't know if it was like on the news or something.
It had to
But
be. Because
somehow, oh, go ahead.
Esau gonna push their propaganda.
Yep.
You know how Esau do with his propaganda. He put these things on repeat. He gonna have Jake to do something with friends is on, do something silly, and he gonna lump all of us up, in one category, to where we're gonna be the new public enemy. We seen him do it with Putin. We seen him do it with, all right, Hamas. We seen him do it, all right, with Saddam. Okay, Bin Laden. Like the same, he gonna use that same formula of propaganda.
ISIS.
Yeah, ISIS. Okay, them niggas back. Them niggas, them niggas, took 3 years off. Them niggas back. You know. So yeah, man. Of course he gonna put, the media machine behind, the propaganda of demonizing the prophets, and it's gonna be common knowledge. That's why if you're a guy that's that's infatuated with being popular and being liked, all right, you're gonna be offended. The hatred that's
Mm-hmm.
finna come our way, man.
The demonization.
Yep. I got a quick one.
Okay.
Yep. It was a more dream.
You talking about it at the end of it?
Yeah.
I got just a little bit more.
Yeah, you go ahead and finish it, then I know you got some time.
So basically, after I got off the phone with her, I can't remember the full conversation. I ran into like a area where it was like a lot of woods, and then I was surrounded by a whole bunch of Jake with weapons and guns, and they had finally surrounded me, trapped me, but the spirit of the Lord had gave me the ability to fly away, and so I flew away from that area, and it changed scenes. Went to another area where basically it was water, and it was a little like like you got the edge of a bank or whatever, it's water right there. You got a little area you can walk through, and it was a like a line of trees separating me and the other side, and the other side was open field full of grass. And I seen someone pulling up in the car, and when they got out, it was of course Jake again with a gun is one of them this time, and he was coming after me trying to get to me. As I was running down, he was running with me, but then he started trying to go through the trees. So the spirit of the Lord had let me know to go ahead and fight him and try to protect myself, and so that's what I did. And then it transitioned to the last scene where I was standing face to face to the person that was behind it all. And in the dream, I had it was a bunch of people that I knew all around me, and a couple of people that I didn't know. But basically, I was telling him his judgment for everything that he had tried to do. I let him know that he was finna die, and all the other judgments. I can't remember everything that I was saying, but after I told him all that, it's like it was another room right behind us, and he went into that room, and it was a bed right there. But he fell right at the foot of the, at the corner of the bed. He didn't fall inside of it, and he was on the ground. It was like he was in the hospital with the little respiratory thing around his head, and I was still telling him his judgment, and then after that he died, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, that's a victory.
Gone.
Well, you go through that whole dream. First off, because you said you said it was like pretty much you was a prey. And the scriptures go into that when you go to Isaiah 59 and 15. It said, "Yeah, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment."
Right. So departing from the evil of this world, now you stand out because now you on a whole different vibration, and when you move in the contrary to this world, like I said, you become a prey, you become a target. It's the same. It's the same thing that happened with Yahweh Shai. His name. Everyone. Everyone started to hear about Yahweh Shai. He came with it. The the true doctrine of life, and he was healing people, but as much as his fame came up, is also he became a target. Because the leaders of our people, they didn't like him. They hated him, and they was trying to teach our people to do the same. But also too, the Romans, they already knew Esau Edom. He already knew who he was and what he come to do. That's why they tried to take him out from the beginning. So before Yahweh even did anything, he was already a target.
At birth,
Right.
made him a target.
Come.
Then you go in the same chapter, you jump down 4 more verses, Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him." So I want to get that word standard, okay? Because every scenario, that brother, he was able to disappear, he was able to fly, and eventually he was able to fight. you know. So every situation there was a standard lifted for the brother to be delivered out that situation. And you go into that word, all right, in the Hebrew, all right, it's nawasa, all right, nawasa, and it says to flee, to escape, to take flight, to disappear, to fly, to the attack. Okay, so the standard was lifted in each scenario for the brother to have the ability to get out of every situation that he was in. You know, I got another one. You had something?
Yeah, even proper judgment too. Cause
Yeah. Yeah.
when I was sitting, it was other two people. The spirit was letting me know that something was coming, some danger was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like what they call precognition, or I think that's how you say it. When you get an inclination of something before it happens,
Mm-hmm.
or some type of danger or some type of event, and all the part that's a part of the standard too.
What's that? Okay. 1 Corinthians 10.
Oh, you talking about the scripture?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I want to get that word temptation too.
Okay.
This 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13 said, there have no temptation taken you, but such as coming to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation, all right, with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
Right. So through all the different scenarios, temptations that was brought upon me in the dream, the Lord allowed me to have a way to escape it. The Lord was with me. He was the guide.
You was never overwhelmed.
Right. And I was never alone throughout the whole situation.
Yeah.
Throughout all these periods in the dream, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua was with me. And I knew in the dream that he was with me because I understood that the spirit was guiding me. That's why I say I knew I was invisible. I knew the spirit told me to do this and do that.
Yep.
I had the ability to fly.
Because you had to trust it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, people from the panic and lose it. Okay, people from the lose it, and the spirit not gonna be dealing. These people just gonna be out here, just haphazardly, man. Well, see, that's why we're being in tune with the spirit now. We're familiar with the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. We understand the narrative, and we expect to be delivered from these things, man. So when the brother was in these situations, man, the spirit kept giving him that guidance, man. And that's what's going to make a man of Yahweh Shai so precious in this time, because everyone's not going to be guided by this spirit. You might have you a what they call an alpha male, and that might help for a little bit. But if he's not guided by the spirit, he's gonna be out. Okay, it's gonna be those that are guided by Yahweh Shai. I got that word temptation.
Precept out there too.
Okay, and then we end on your precept.
Mhm.
I want to get down to a lot of definitions. But I want to get down to the main point. All right, it says to try or test one's faith by virtue, character, enticement to sin, and it says of the Most High to inflict evils upon one in order to prove his character and the steadfastness of his faith. Okay, so the brother was going through these different things, and those because we all gonna go through those things, or the Lord gonna test our faith. He's gonna test our character, man, in affliction and adversity, man, in conflict. Okay, he gonna see us. We gonna stand on the doctrine that we've been teaching, man, and listening to this whole time. You know, you got it, bro.
And there's a precept to that temptation too. This is Revelations 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
And everybody gonna have their customized scenarios. Okay, everybody's story gonna be different. When we, Lord willing, we on that number. When we reunite on that chariot, we all gonna have our stories to tell on how we got here.
Yeah.
Like in the chaos, like, yeah, you made it, bro. Like, man, let me tell you, not just shirt ripped off here. I'm saying, I just
tell you what go through.
have one pants leg. Tell you, brother, shit.
I got the word keep too.
You got it, bro.
It's in Greek.
Yeah.
Strong's G 5083. Tereo.
And it says to attend to carefully, to take care of, to guard, and metaphorically to keep one in the state of which he is in, to reserve, to undergo something.
Because you never bugged out.
Right.
Like you dream, you kept a level head, and you was always, moving, in the spirit. So the Lord gonna keep us from bugging out first and foremost, because we finna see people bug fuck out, man. People finna bug out. Okay, so sanity is gonna be valued in that time, man. Someone who just had sanity, man. Yeah, bro.
No, that was all.
That was it. Okay, well, with that, we pray that you brothers All right, then you sisters will edify once again. We're gonna give all praise and glory unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakadash.
and double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being a great example to his younger brothers, and peace and blessing, salutation, hopefully, shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah.